Coast Madden Podcast. I'm Shanegotyou11. With me, as always, is Trey.
Hey, how's it going, guys? We are back with another episode of the West Coast Madden Podcast. Let me know in the comment section or the chat if you guys hate getting sunburned, because last week I got a sunburn and now my skin's peeling and all that, so that's always a fun time.
Yeah, those suck.
Yeah, for real. So, but yeah, I mean, me personally, I really can't stand the hot weather. Like, I really it's not for me. People are always like, oh, I want to live by the beach and this and that, and I'm like, I'm good. I'd rather be in Alaska for a couple weeks, but.
Yeah, but you know what it is, really, though, is... What's up, bro? Thanks for joining. It's when they can do stuff. But when you can't do stuff, it's not as fun. So you're sitting inside and it's burning hot. Like, it's burning up in here. And you're not doing anything.
Oh yeah, dude, that's another thing, too. Like the air conditioning has been down lately, but we got it fixed yesterday, which it already feels better. And that's another thing too. Like trying to go to sleep when it's hot, it's like impossible in a hot room. So
worst thing ever. My living room doesn't have AC in it. So we have to get like little fans, and they don't really help at all.
And that's where you guys hang out most of the time too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of the time we're there, and it's horrible.
At least you don't have to grind Madden at this time of the year, because those games are sweaty to begin with, but then when you have no fans, then it just becomes even worse. So I guess you can look at it that way. I guess.
Oh, heck yeah. And it's actually, guys, we have 2 months until Madden 21's out.
Yeah, these are the longest 2 months. I feel like when the summer hits, you're like, okay, the new Madden's coming out soon. But then it's like one of those things where you just like start to count the days, and it just seems to go on forever.
Oh yeah. It's because this is the longest we'll have to wait. I think in like 6 years.
Yeah. All right, and another thing too. The first topic that I'm going to get into is the beta. So a couple weeks ago, EA posted a link to where you could sign up and potentially be selected for a beta. Now, I've been hearing rumors, and I'm not too sure what's going on yet, but I've been hearing that they gave away some codes. Shane, do you know anything about this? Or
I haven't been in the know at all. Honestly, I've been dealing with the baby and getting ready for my wife to go back to work, so I haven't been in the know about that, but I do know that they stopped giving it out to tournament players. It's supposed to be random, but it's not going to be random. I guarantee you top pros get the beta codes.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be kind of like, and I know that they're doing this so that when people complain about not getting beta codes, they're gonna be like, oh, you're just mad you didn't get a code.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be kind of ridiculous if, they have this whole sign-in thing and they say it as, oh, we're gonna give more beta codes, but then they just end up giving it to, the same people they've been giving it to. Then it's kind of a bad look.
I think they'll give it to like the guys who made the tournament live.
Yeah.
Some online people, and then they'll try to get to some random people on Twitter to make people happy.
Yeah, I've been seeing on Twitter a couple people, saying that they've been getting an email from EA saying the beta that they got a code. I was kind of hoping that I would get a code because, I figure, well, I play this game basically every day, and, I'm not the best, but I'm semi-decent, and I haven't got a code yet, but I don't know. I wonder if it's like if EA knows the people, and they're just like, oh, we don't want that guy to get a code.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll look at people and see if they
Yeah.
have, like, if it says, like, Kiv's email and they know it's Kiv, I'm sure he'll get it. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping I get it, but I doubt I get it, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you think that, with them having a beta, do you think that it's an unfair advantage because they got to play the game earlier than everyone else, that, like, when it comes to, like, the tournaments and stuff?
I only thought it was unfair when they used to give out the games like a week and a half ahead of schedule to the pro players, but the full game. The beta, not so much, because yes, you can figure out some stuff. Like, yeah, I knew RPOs were going to be OP at the start of the year, but at the
Right.
same time, they patched up a lot of stuff before it got to it. So, I mean, I only think it's unfair if they give it out a week and a half before. I don't think that's fair at all to, like, the pros that are completed games. What's up, Nicholas?
Hey, Nicholas is in the chat. I was talking to him earlier. Shout out to him for being in the chat like always. But yeah, I mean, I don't really, because I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta compete regardless of the circumstances. But yeah, I mean, I can see both sides of the argument. I guess I can see how, it might be fair or unfair. Because when pros get the beta, they're gonna be looking at, they're not, because the purpose of the beta is to get feedback, and like, people are just gonna, like, try to find a scheme or like a blitz or whatever. They're not gonna be trying to get feedback. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So yeah, so that's the beta. It should be coming out now. The more interesting thing that I've been hearing is that they went to the site of the Madden 20 beta, and they had the terms of service that basically said that you cannot stream the beta, and you're not allowed to talk about it, outside the form. But I guess for this year's beta, like, on the website, it's saying that there's, like, nothing there about that. So some people are thinking that maybe it's a possibility that people are going to be allowed to stream the beta.
I don't think that'll happen. I
Okay,
don't.
so
I
you don't think that they'll be able to stream it?
No, because I at both years I've gotten it, they have warned me in emails like, you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
You can't be streaming. You can get in trouble. So yeah, I don't think they'll allow that.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so too. I mean, obviously it would be good if they are allowed to stream it, but I mean, we'll see. So, on top of that, we had the Madden 21 gameplay trailer come out, kind of give more in depth into what the trailer's about gonna be like. So Shane, have you seen the trailer, and I guess what are your takeaways from it at the moment?
I've seen some of it. I think it looks pretty cool. I do think that, like we talked about last podcast, I think they're gonna spam. Pros are gonna spam the defensive line and do glitchy blitzes. But I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm always excited when a new Madden comes out.
Yeah, it's always an exciting time for sure, and I saw it. I thought it looked pretty good as well. I agree with you. I kind of, we talked about this last week, but I really don't. Am not a fan of the pass rush thing. I think that's the thing that could be manipulated for sure. But I mean, the new ball carrier moves look pretty good. What about the scoreboard? Do you like the scoreboard, or
I didn't see that.
oh, you didn't see it?
No, I might
Yeah,
have looked. I might not have been looking at the time when I was doing it. What's it look like?
yeah. I mean, it just looks different. Like it doesn't look like a TV style scoreboard, but it just looks different. But it's not too bad. I didn't really have an issue with this year's scoreboard. I kind of like this year's scoreboard. I didn't really have an issue with
Yeah,
it.
me neither.
Yeah. So. So yeah. So Madden 21 is going to be coming out. You can, if any one of you guys are PS4 owners, you can download the Madden 21. You can pre-order it, is what I meant to say. You can now pre-order it on PlayStation. So let me know in the chat or the comments if you plan to pre-order Madden.
I'll definitely be
Yeah.
doing it in mid-July, bro.
Yeah.
And because that will get me ready to be like, okay, we got 1 month. Last time I bought like Madden 20 like right when you could, and it was just like, dude, I always had the download counter on, and it was annoying.
Yeah, because I remember, I think it was last year we got Madden 20, and I think you might have you were going to stream, or you were going to, but you ended up like forgetting to download it. I don't know if you remember that or not,
I can't. Oh, when I got home, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it didn't download. Yeah,
yeah,
I have
yeah,
to leave on my PS4. I can't even put it in. I didn't know you can put it in sleep mode.
yeah,
You have to have it on.
yeah. Well, I mean that's kind of what I do. Like when I turn off my PS4, I just put it in reset mode. I don't like turn it all the way off ever. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't
so
either. I heard it's. I heard it's better if you don't always turn it off. I heard it's better if you just leave it in sleep mode, but
just as long as you don't leave it out in the sun or
yeah,
like
exactly.
overheats or something. So, but no. But something else that I liked from the gameplay trailer was I liked how they said when you're throwing the ball and and you get hit when you throw it, then it's gonna replicate that. So hopefully that means that like when you see Michael Vick running all the way back and then he gets hit when he throws it, it's gonna be more realistic. So
I liked it a couple years back, which I know pros said they didn't like, and then they got rid of it. Where like they'd run backwards and get hit and try to throw it away, and
yeah,
it'd be a
yeah,
fumble. I like that because I think that gets people punished for trying to just drop the ball.
yeah. So and it looks like there's going to be more tackling improvements, which is always going to be a good thing.
Yeah, the tackling was bad
And
this
then
year.
yeah,
Or pursuit angle, excuse me.
yeah, pursuit angles. I'm interested. Another thing I'm kind of interested in is what they're going to do with Superstar KO. I thought that was kind of a good addition. I wonder if it's going to be, if they're going to make it to like a 7-on-7 type thing with football, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
that'd be cool. I just don't know how much it can because, like, when we were doing 3-on-3, if somebody's internet was bad, it made the game hard. So I
oh
just wonder
yeah,
with like
that was
7-on-7.
yeah. I mean that was pretty fun too. And then I remember we were doing like 2 versus 2 a while back, and we were streaming it. But that's also pretty fun. I think squads is actually one of the more fun modes to play. Um, I mean, if they ever had a tournament for squads, then and it was like 3v3, then I feel like no one would pass the ball because like with the user, the user's like unpredictable. You never know where they're gonna go. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but so with like 3 users on the field, it's like not really that competitive. But yeah. So all in all, I think the trailer was pretty good. I'm curious to see where it goes from here. Hopefully, we'll hear more news about the beta coming in the following weeks. And
Isn't it released mid-July?
yeah, is what they're saying. So hopefully, it's going to be coming up pretty soon, and maybe by some stroke, EA will be cool and let us stream it. And
Yeah, that's wishing upon a star right there.
yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so so moving on, this is going to be the poll question of the week. So every week there's and shout out to the community too, because whenever we release these poll questions, I've been noticing that there is some significant amount of voting that goes on. So I appreciate you guys there. But during the week, there's going to be 3 topics, and whichever topic gets the most votes is going to be the topic that we discuss for this week's podcast. And also, if you guys are in the chat and you guys have any questions, then definitely let us know, and we'll definitely give our opinions on it. So, but this week's podcast topic is an interesting one. Is what is the most mad you've gotten at Madden? So, I guess I'll go first with this one
ahead.
because I can't. It's not really a specific moment I could think. I just remember. Madden 20 or Madden 18. The thing that got me the most heated is when, I would, my opponent would throw the ball, I would click on it, my guy would just stop running. So, and that was probably the thing that caused me to break, the most controllers. But, honestly, I think that's one of the things that just comes with age and like maturity in terms of, just getting mad at the game all the time. But
Oh
yeah, I don't
yeah,
really
bro.
have a yeah. So also, and I want to ask Shane because I remember, well, we talked about this quite a bit, but how you made the Madden 13 event, and you ended up losing at the 1 yard line. So so where did, but you said that you didn't really care, it was just, whatever, it was just a hobby back then.
Yeah,
But
it was annoying, but it was like whatever. I mean, I would have been pissed off now. But I mean, I had a couple of them actually, and they were both Madden 19 online tournaments. One was against Killer Mike. If I would have won that game, I would have had to play. I wouldn't have had to play Kiv, and I would have played a guy I already beat twice, and I would have made the live. And I had Tyreek Hill, and I think I was down 4.
right.
Last play of the game, Tyreek Hill comes across the middle in the end zone, wide open. I throw it, it goes through his hands.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was. I think I sent you the screenshots of that too. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. And then later on Mutt Draft, I was up 3. I decided to go for it on the 50-yard line late in the game. I had the guy wide open, and I throw it, and I try to do the rat catch, and it doesn't react to my animation. It just goes over my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those two piss me off more. The 1 yard line would piss me off even worse than those two if I cared as much back then.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing too that I kind of wanted to expand on is because I've been in your streams, back when you were grinding salary cap, and I think that most of it is because you're a competitive person. I kind of caught that vibe, and when you're in the competitive mindset, then you're, I guess, more intense, and you kind of not really like talk trash or nothing, but you know what I mean. You're just
Oh
in the
yeah.
mode of competition. Yeah. So like when you're like, like off stream, like do you like talk to yourself ever, or do you just or not really? You just kind of play.
Uh, I talk to myself off and on. Like, come on, man, come on, Shane, you got to do this. You got to.
Yeah.
I mean, most people do. Most people will try to talk to themselves. Like, I think it's funny that people say, yeah, if you talk to yourself, you're crazy. But I guarantee 95% of the world talks to themselves at a time, off and
Yeah,
on.
for sure. Yeah.
There's no way that nobody talks, because I mean, people, you have random thoughts that pop in your brain that you answer inside your head, or you talk to, or you like say out loud, like, damn, I don't want to do that, or damn, I want to do that. Doesn't
Yeah.
make you crazy. I mean, oh, maybe I'm crazy, I don't know, but I don't think so.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a little bit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, Madden's like one of those games where, it just brings out the worst in people at one point or another. If, you're so, like, even if you just play it casually, eventually it's gonna get to you. There'll be that one play.
Well,
Which honestly, that's probably one of the things that, as much as people may dismay Madden or whatever, but it gets a reaction out of you. I mean, when you're playing, trying to compete, you're never just like bored. Well, I mean, you do get bored. Matching up against people that run the same few plays all the time, but the competitiveness is still there. So
yeah, the competitiveness is there for sure. The biggest thing that I've noticed this summer, because it's summer now, right? Yeah, I'll
yeah,
say
it's
late,
June.
yeah,
Yeah.
late spring, summer. This is like the first year in like 4 years that I wasn't playing tons of money games in Madden. I mean, because I mean this year I had a baby, so I mean it's a little
Yeah.
bit different. And I still do the CFM leagues, and it's like, dude, sometimes honestly I make bad reads that I would never do when I'm playing consistently, and I know I wouldn't. Like, I just hit the button, and I'm like, damn, why'd I do
Right.
that? So it is a big deal to get reps in consistently.
Yeah, for sure. So, so when the new Madden does come out, um, what mode? And I know that this is one of the poll questions, but we might as well, because I'm kind of curious. But what mode do you plan on attacking for that one
Salary
first?
cap.
Salary cap. Okay. So you're gonna like try to look at what cards are available and try to, well, I guess you just kind of have to like get a feel for how the game plays first if you haven't played the beta, but then I guess go from there.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'll be in practice mode for a little bit, and then
yeah,
I'll definitely go buy a bunch of packs.
buy some packs, and I think if I remember right, you got some good pulls that first pack.
Yeah, it, it,
in
it was
last year.
good, bro. Yeah, it was good
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
And then they took pinch
That's
protection
how.
away, and it killed it.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They you spend a little bit of money at first, and they give you a good pull, and then it's over from there. that's
Yes.
that's how that's how they suck you in. So that's how. But yeah, for sure. I think practice mode is gonna be the number one. Probably a few online ranked games to get a feel for what works and what doesn't, and then go from there. I don't know, because this year I played a lot of online. I didn't really get into MUT until like, I don't know, like like when the draft champions tournament was live. So
Yeah, it's always like a little slow, honestly, like when the game first comes out for like competitiveness and game modes.
yeah,
But then like a few weeks into it, like 2, 3 weeks into it, like a lot of people will be playing. It'll be competitive. A lot of people will be streaming. That's what I kind of miss. Like, to be honest, like right now I know I've been busy, but there's nothing that's catching my attention when I'm watching. If I want to watch Madden, there's nothing for me. It's not exciting because I know there's nothing competitive to me, at least.
yeah, especially like I mean like Matt, you talk about Madden 18 when like you just do the whole air when you truck air and then like the nearby defenders fall down. Like if that happened to me, I would literally like break that entire TV. Like I don't understand how like someone like EA could allow something like that to happen.
Yeah, and it's even during like grind. There should be no way in grind time, like when you're grinding to make the tournament, there is no way that people should be able to boot you and get away with it. And then no way that they should be able to like when you pick, like you catch a ball at the 1 yard line, fall into the end zone, and they give you a safety.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's another thing too. I mean, hopefully, I mean, I feel like they should give us a little bit more leeway. Like if we because like when you're stuck in an animation, you don't have any control. Like so, if you get into an animation and they push you like an inch away from the one, and then you get tackled back and they rule to safety, it's like, come on now, come on.
Yeah,
But
I mean that's the worst thing possible.
yeah,
It doesn't make any sense or anything like
and I
that.
and I mean I can't even tell you how many times I should have gotten a pick six, but then but then you don't even realize you have the interception half the time, and then the camera just like rolls around, and then you get tackled when you have nothing but space in front of you.
It's the worst thing
Yeah,
ever, bro.
so
It's the worst thing ever. It makes zero sense.
but but yeah, we should definitely see how all that gets big. I mean, the more you play Madden, the more you realize that there's issues that are gonna be that have been in the game for since Madden 17, and by the time we're 50, there'll probably still be issues. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
it's like when we're like old one day and then we see like other people like younger people play Madden and we still see like interceptions being screwed up. We'll be like, that was in there when I was playing. So
Definitely will for sure. I guess there's huge info on Madden 21.
yeah, I was gonna get to that too. Kind of played ourselves a little bit, but I know that a lot of people like to catch us on the replay, but there is gameplay deep dive on Twitch. It is if you go to Twitch and you type in EA Madden NFL, you type that in, it's all one word. That'll take you to the live stream, and I believe like because they did this with Madden Mobile, so even if you miss it, you'll be able to watch their past broadcast, which is probably what I'm gonna do later. But yeah, you have Clint Oldenburg. He's basically doing a deep dive on gameplay, and I mean I'm having it on right now. I've been seeing, I saw that like I couldn't hear volume, but there's like an option to where so like when you have like a flat zone, they have like a coaching adjustment that I guess you can control like how far you want your defender to drop back in that zone. So,
Oh wow.
yeah. I mean, it sounds cool, but do you think that it's gonna work properly? I don't know.
I honestly think that the people will just figure out how to glitch it. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
exactly. It's gonna get manipulated. But I mean, that could be a thing that can stop rollout quarters potentially, so that they don't get like brought down when they roll out. So sounds like a good addition.
Yeah, that would be cool too. I mean, it gives you a little bit more ability to do it, but that's gonna be hard for if people quick snap, right? Or is it the pre-play art?
No, it's at the coaching adjustment. So like out on the play screen, like where the coaching adjustments are at. Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. They're also they're also saying that I guess wide receivers are gonna like run. They're gonna run more. They're gonna have more agility in their routes. So
That's definitely cool. I mean, we can definitely make if you want later, Trey. You can make like rewatch it if you want and make like patch or notes, and then we can go over it next podcast.
yeah, for sure. I'm gonna rewatch this, and then they're probably gonna come out with the gridiron notes, which is basically like a summarized thing of what they talked about. So when that comes out, I'm gonna make a list, and then we'll get into that next podcast. So
Okay, cool.
and then and then with the coming weeks, it'll probably be like I don't know, like a week or 2 weeks, but if you're someone that's into franchise mode or you know uh, yeah, franchise mode or ultimate team, they did Madden Mobile too, which is a mobile game, but they went more in depth last stream about how that's all gonna work. So it's all gonna be on EA's Twitch channel. Shout out to Kralo and I think what's his name? Is it S Gibbs? I don't know, but they do a morning show where they give away drops and all that. So
Yeah. So hey, there's also a pass lead feature. Did you hear that or no?
no, I didn't hear about that yet. A pass lead feature.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be huge. So
Yeah.
yeah, we definitely can go over that next podcast.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, and if anyone in the chat or if anyone's gonna watch it back, but I'll probably figure out by then. But I'm looking in the chat and everyone's saying free MMG. So I don't know if MMG's account got banned or what, but I've been
I don't know
seeing
who the
that
hell.
quite
I
a
don't know
bit
who
in
that is.
the chat. You know who that is. Remember, I sent a video in Discord a
Oh,
while back.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea that. I don't know what happened to him.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't see
But
much more. You have anything much more to say, Trey?
no, not really. I'm kind of like trying to think of what else. I mean, we covered the beta pretty well. We talked a little bit about the gameplay trailer and all of that. So, and then we covered the poll question. So,
Hey, thanks for subscribing, HC. Appreciate you.
oh, we got a new subscriber. That's what's up. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
but
and
I mean,
like, it'll get busier for you guys. Just so you guys know, like, we'll have way more information when we get closer to Madden 21.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys coming in. And I'm pretty sure like we'll have we'll probably maybe give away a couple like when Madden comes out, maybe give away a few copies of Madden if you guys are in the chat, so be on the lookout for that. I don't know if we're gonna be doing a million coin wager. That's what we did last year. We didn't get a whole lot of people competing in it, but if there's gonna be some engaged people in there, definitely maybe do like predictions or perhaps like a fantasy football league, and then whoever wins that gets like a million coins. But
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Trey, real quick, I was just texted, and tell me what you think about this. You know what truck stick is now?
oh, why? That's what they're saying in the chat, right?
Well, yeah, they told me triangle.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you were saying truck stick, and I was looking at the chat, like the Twitch,
Oh yeah, and to
and then
hurdle, it's
yeah,
up on the right stick, and they have now called juke hurdles called a jurtle. So you hit triangle and
journal.
up. Dude, I'm gonna suck
Hashtag
for the I'm gonna suck.
hashtag journal.
I'm gonna fall off. It's okay. I'm gonna rage on stream. Like, why do they keep changing everything?
Why would? Yeah, no. Why would you? Why would you make the truck feature a button? Like, isn't the whole like purpose like the satisfaction that you get when you have Bo Jackson, you just flick up on the right stick, like get off me. Like, why
Yeah,
would they
so you
take
know what's
that
gonna happen
away?
for like the
Yeah,
first 3 weeks? People are gonna be screwing up. I,
yeah.
I wonder if we can. I wonder if you can do it like the old ways, but I doubt it. I wonder if you know how sometimes you used to. You're able to. How do I say this? Like change your controls to fit your style. You do
Oh
like the
yeah,
classic and then all that shit. But
yeah.
crap,
Hopefully
crap,
they'll
crap.
have a bet. Yeah, hopefully they'll have like like a layout for the if you just want to go back to the old ways. And I remember that I remember too like I mean in Madden 19 they they did uh they did a thing to where you couldn't quick adjust your defensive lineman, like if you wanted to slide your lineman you couldn't do it like it was like triangle or L1 to adjust your D lineman, but now it's left on the D pad.
Okay.
I mean that took like that wasn't that hard to get used to. You get used to it pretty quick, but
No, here I'm gonna give you guys really quick, and then Trey, you can join in before we get off. So all the buttons are kind of the same, except this R3 is spin.
R3 is spin.
Yeah, clicking it. It looks like click in R3 spins. Flick the R3 button a certain way. It's juke. Flick it up. It's hurdle. Flick it down. It's dead leg. Whatever the hell dead leg is. And then X is stiff arm. O is spin. Square is dive. Triangle's truck.
So for the most part, it's kind of the same, but hitting the R3 button in to spin, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, dead leg is a hard
Yeah,
play and cut. So if you have people with good
yeah,
acceleration or good movements, it's a good way. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll go over all this stuff next week on the podcast with the podcast questions.
yeah. And another good thing is what they're saying is that if you want to do the elite like the combination moves, then you have to have a running back that meets that threshold, which is cool.
Yeah,
So you just can't have like any like random running back. Um, they have to reach a certain rating for you to be able to do that.
but you know what? I'm cool with all this. Honestly, bro, I'm cool with all this if they
Yeah.
actually make it matter. in the end, if they make it matter, I'm cool with it. Like if they say like how they said the offensive line it matters,
Yeah.
then okay, I'm cool with it. But if it doesn't matter, then I don't care. It'll be all hogwash. I'm sure people will figure out how to do like a journal with a dead leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take time, but that's cool. But I got to get going on this podcast.
Yeah.
You have anything else, Trey?
No, I guess I'll close it out too, but I appreciate you guys for checking out this was the West Coast Madden Podcast. Be sure to look out for the next 4 questions. We will be back next Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Things change due to rescheduling issues, and it might because Shane's a busy guy during these days.
Yeah.
But he'll let you know on the YouTube channel. But with that being said, hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And,
See you guys.